What's up, guys? It's your boy Connor, back at it again. So today we're playing Survive the Fat. This was actually recommended to me by a subscriber. And there actually seems to be a guy joining me named Jared. And there's some coils and a magic carpet. But I can actually change my clothes by clicking on the stands for the clothing. So I think I won't be equipping any of those. Let's go up the stairs. And there seems to be a secret room, so I say the objective for today's video is to unlock this door. So let's see if there's anything on the top of the treehouse. So there isn't anything on the top of the treehouse. So let's go down the stairs and see what this game is about. And it seems like somebody else is actually running from a monster. And I think I found the fat. And it's actually chasing me. So I'm gonna equip my speed coil, but it's actually going faster. Let's keep the speed coil on. And looking around, there's actually a lot of stuff to interact with. One being the fat and a large mushroom. Okay, so I just broke the watchtower. I hope there was nothing important in that watchtower. Enter the mushroom. Doesn't look like I can enter it at any point. So let's go to the gas station. And what I like about this is that there's actually cars that I can interact with, and I might be able to even walk in them. So let's go enter the building through the front. And there's condiments, there's a toy, instant lunch, hot dog roller, cups, and a soda machine. And I'm guessing that this is where they put the cold items. There isn't actually any labels on these food items, so let's keep on moving. There's water jugs right there, and there's more toys, and there's actually comics right here. And I'm guessing that this is an ice cream machine due to the fact that there's multicolored things inside of the ice cream. Chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry. And there's some cars in. Whoa! That's actually a strong new figurine. Get a close up on it. Pretty cool. And I can actually enter the employee's room. And I can actually put on the outfit. And I like how you can open the doors because that's pretty realistic. I'll be closing that door. And then I can pretend to work here and roleplay with the people who are also in the server. But let's get into a car that matches my clothing. And I like how there's markers for the tires, and I'm guessing that's the health points for the tires. And this car is actually pretty fast, faster than my speed coil. And I thought these were health points, but I guess it's the tension being put on each of the tires, so I think you can drift in this game. That's interesting. And I can't really move that fast in reverse, so I'm going to make my way out of here. And I actually fell out of the map. But there actually seems to be something beneath the map, so I feel like our current objective is to make our way there, and I think the most stylish choice of option would be flying on this cloud, or we could go in this helicopter. And I actually don't know how to go down, but turns out we just look down. Now let's face upwards. The controls, if you're curious, but it actually seems that the fat man has made his way onto my vehicle and has got me. But let's retry that. I hope that I can continue this. Flying on my magic cloud to respawn the helicopter and the helicopter pad. And there actually looks to be like there's a gun under, and to control where I'm moving, I look around, and A is nothing and D is also nothing, but it's W to move forward, so it's directional. And now we can continue our escapade towards this thing over here, and to my surprise, it's not actually the code to the secret door, and it's actually a sword. So I can get this sword, and I guess this is how I'd be able to defeat the fat. I hope defeating the fat will provide me with the code to the station, but I'm not too horrible, and actually it seems that I've defeated the fat, and he does respawn, so I can drive this car, which is a little less realistic than the other cars, but we can enter the Starbucks coffee. And I like the realism because of the bags and the worker, but the bags could get dirty because it's fabric of consistent use, so I guess I can talk to this employee, but I'm guessing the employee is actually an enemy like the fat. So let's see if there's anything inside the employee's room, if I can open it, and I can. And now there is a room, and I've been teleported to here. So let's see on my floating moon thing is gone, so I can look at these, and I think that this is the correct one, but it's not, and I died. So let's retry that, getting the spin coil for more reasonable use, entering Starbucks. So if it's not the yellow, and I'm actually just as fast, so I can jump over, but I still fell. And for my viewers, and since this is a tutorial / review, I'll be showing you how to make it to the end. And equip this before I enter. So there's actually a way you can do this. If you put your camera in and it goes under, you can actually see, and if you can walk on it, and there actually seems to be something beneath here, Techo. Let's write that in chat so we do not forget it. And since the yellow was in it and the red was in it, it's the blue. And since I fell on the green, I can check, and it's actually the orange. Another way to do it, by going on the edge, and then using shift lock to move this way. And since I'm going inside of it, that means that I can fall through. So it'd be the gray one. But this one's faster, so let's check. And it seems to be the blue one. And I'm guessing this one will be the middle one. And I was wrong, so it's the orange one. And so now I have a rocket launcher. And I'm respawning here. And I can actually shoot the fat, but it does damage me. So I'm going to put put this away in my inventory. Let's see. Let's get my cloud again. And there actually is somebody else here, and maybe they can help me find the riddle on how to open the door. And there actually is something red there, and I'm guessing, like the other blue thing, that's a teleport to get me somewhere. So let's drop down and touch it. And yes, I haven't teleported, and that is what I think is a gun. And since it doesn't explode, it'll be easier to use than the rocket launcher. And now I'm holding it sideways, and I'm guessing that's for ergonomical support. So let's see if we can find the fat and test our weapons on him. And looks like I can only shoot 3 at a time, but if I shoot him 6 total times, just 2 shots, because 3 times 2 is 6, you can actually kill him. And I like the realism of this gun, because when you reload, it actually drops the thing like that, and when I shoot, there's bullet shells that come out. So let me equip my cloud again, and then make my way somewhere else. Let me kill the fat, and I'm actually pretty low, and I've thought that these were NPCs that we can interact with, but this one has glowing eyes, and others have been all trying to kill me, but I got stuck on the chair, so I died. But that's okay, because we can always just get this again and go back to the McDonald's. Now we can make sure we avoid the clown, but I don't think he'll be respawning, so we can enter the bathroom and sit on the toilet, and I think I actually peed, so let's flush the toilet. That's very realistic. And I peed again, so let's flush the toilet again, or not. Then we can turn on the faucet, and we can close the plug to make the faucet fill up. I like the realism of this, and there's actually gunshots happening outside, so it seems like somebody else has been able to figure out how to use the machine gun on the helicopter. I'm guessing it would be click or left mouse button, but seems he's more intuitive than me. Not to worry, I don't take offense. And it actually seems that the employee is respawned. There is sodas, and I can't open the soda door. And there's a soda machine, and a slushy machine, and I think that's a coffee machine. There's a McFlurry machine. There are croissants, there are macarons, cinnamon buns, brownies, and they have a thing that displays the prices, where you can get a Big Mac for $4.89, a quarter pounder for $4.89, cheeseburger for $1.69, and he's shooting again. I hope to one day try out that too, but I guess I won't be able to. Seems that his shots are far more powerful than my machine guns, but I think he has killed himself, as the plane is falling apart and the propeller was right there. Let's go back to the menu. There's a cheeseburger for $1.63. There's fries for $2.79. There's chicken nuggets, a 20-piece, for $6.39. There's a fillet of fish for $4.59. There is soft drinks, all $1. There are sweet teas, all for $1. And then there is an iced tea for also $1. Desserts, you have McFlurries, soft serve cone, and McFlurry is $2.59 and 340 calories. Wow, that's actually pretty low for McFlurry, which is mainly consistent of sugar and ice, and I'm guessing ice cream. There is a soft serve cone that's also 200 calories, and an apple pie That is $1.29. That's also 230 calories. The lattes are $2.99, which is a marketing scam because, as you know, it's very close to $3, but they make it look like $2.99 because it gives the illusion that it's cheaper. The calories is actually pretty low, and so I'd say that's a nice choice if you're going to be going to the store. Sorry, there was a fly. And you can get a frappe for $3.29, and the calories are 510. Dude! There's a hot chocolate for $39 for 430 calories. Seems like the frappe and the hot chocolate are much more full of sugar, which is pretty unhealthy, so I don't recommend that anybody pick those along with the McNuggets, which have many calories, but they are hefty in the price, and since they are made of chicken, I expect it to be higher calories and deep fried, so of course, there's a fly. Couldn't seem to get it on the first try. The apple pie, we have a normal pie, don't know what that flavor it is. We have the Happy Meal bag, we have burger buns, the patties. We can't seem to interact with anything here, and it looks like he's trying to make a burger right now. There is a Big Mac, and then a fillet of fish. There are the sauces. Guessing this is the Big Mac sauce. This is ketchup, and you have what I think is concrete mix, but in the sense of, you know, being food related, that'd be like mayonnaise. You have cheese slices, tomatoes, pickles, and then could be guacamole. You have fries, and then the deep fryers. I don't want to approach this way. There's actually a sink for cleanliness for the employees. Let's make our way to the back to see if there's any teleporters. Maybe we can find our way to the passcode entrance, but maybe there is actually something here, but I am not too sure of it. Let's go above the mushroom, since before we couldn't, and there's also nothing above the mushroom, but there is something here, but I'm guessing that is apart from something we've destroyed in the map, so I won't be approaching that. And lastly is here, where the fat is stomping on the cars, so let's go to the code room and see if we can take a sneak peek of what's inside by going sideways. Maybe from this side, zooming out, and there's actually a green button, so maybe if we can touch it, we can actually open the door, because I'm not fast enough. Can't open it from the inside, but I feel like I am getting close. Let's start trying out some passcodes. It's not 1, 2, 3, 4, 12, 34, 58, 90. Maybe I can enter from below, but actually there seems to be something. Maybe we can use one of these gears to our advantage. Maybe the flying carpet. Let me turn that off for my viewers with epilepsy. And then let's go and get this golden flying carpet, which is actually much faster, but let me unequip it for my viewers with epilepsy. And maybe can enter with this. We can see what's inside through the window, but it doesn't actually seem like anything. So maybe we can go on the back to see the better angle. And there actually seems to be nothing here. So I guess that's it for today's video. The objective has been complete. There is nothing inside of the building, and we can't seem to be finding the code. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Like and subscribe to my videos, and hit the notification bell so you can see more of my content. Continue subscribing, and when we hit 30 subscribers, I'll do a face reveal as a request from one of my subscribers. Then I can do a face reveal. And please like and subscribe, and we can hit the notification bell and subscribe to my YouTube videos, and like my video and subscribe to my videos. Subscribe to my video, like and press the like button, and then the subscribe button, and I'll rate this video. Press the like and subscribe. I'll rate this game Survive the Fat 9 out of 10. I like how well you can interact with everything, the realism. Subscribe to my YouTube